So here's little pumpkin squash growing. There is a good sized pumpkin growing, but right behind it is this very strange pumpkin and another pumpkin, or gourd, but I didn't plant any gourds. Weird. Time to get vegetables out of the garden. However, I would like to show you something. If you think maybe we don't have a mole problem, this has happened this morning. See this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, let's turn. 6. And there's our pile of wood. Maybe he got stuck under the wood. Wouldn't that be great? Just stay away from the garden. This is on the far side, away from the garden. That's good. Oh, do you have something to say? Would you like to go and harvest this mole over here? Yeah? Would ya? I could use ya. Let's put you to work. He's talking back to me. Okay. So, when I go to the garden, I have to put on clothes. I mean, I can't come out here in a short sleeve shirt and no gloves, because when I dig into the cucumbers and the squash, something very allergic happens to my skin. So I have a shirt that I have to put over my shirt, and here we go. Hello, good morning, chicks. You've already eaten. You have your whole thing to get into. Cover up clear to here, because it gets my wrists. Which is why I'm out here in the morning, so I'm not like this in the afternoon. Hat on. Gloves on. No wrists. All right. Now we're ready. So, got to start seeing how much is hiding underneath all of this squash. Unfortunately, the biggest one is the spaghetti squash, and it won't be ready for a long time. The biggest plant is the spaghetti squash. But there are lots of them growing. I am looking down at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. 7, 8, 9. Ooh, that's a big one. Lots of spaghetti squash, which is wonderful because I love spaghetti squash. Forget pasta, just bring on the squash. So because our temperatures have just plummeted in July, it was 48 degrees this morning. Who'd have thunk? Our lettuce is thriving without bolting. So I have all of this new lettuce. These are radishes, but all of this new lettuce, and I'm so excited to have some for lunch, because it was, you know, they had all bolted before, and June was super hot, super hot. But look at these. Oh my. Big radishes. Yay! So muddy vegetables go over there, clean vegetables go over here. Here's a forgotten one. What do you think of that one? Too big. But it'll make great shredded zucchini for zucchini bread. Where's my basket? I lost it over here. So it looks like my pumpkin and my squash combined to make a strange fruit. So I'm gonna go in and see if you can see it. All right, where was I at? Somewhere. Okay, so here's little pumpkin squash growing. There is a good sized pumpkin growing, but right behind it is this very strange pumpkin and another pumpkin, or gourd, but I didn't plant any gourds. Weird. This is a strange phenomenon. More pumpkin. As far as the eye can see. It's gonna go right up the fence, I think, into the chicken coop. Wow. Here's more zucchini over here. Like we need more zucchini. These are my celery. They're doing quite well. Kind of excited about that. Of course, the squash are coming over into them. Why not? And then I have my beautiful, beautiful beans that are all flowering and ready to start putting on beans. So this is going to be so exciting. Yay. Tomato. I think this is a tomato Jim will never, ever see. Why do I know that? I don't know. Don't feel bad. There's one more there for him. And now I'm going to go harvest another cabbage. Okay, let me check on the cauliflower. Ta-da! More chicken feed. Well, that's a pretty good basket. That ought to feed us for a day or two. This is my outside sink. I bought this actually for Jim for his fishing, to clean his fish on. But it works great for vegetables, and the water goes down into a 5-gallon bucket, so we can either put it on the garden or feed it to the chickens, so we're not wasting. And this way I don't have to take bugs into the house from my garden. Oops, that one's a chicken one. That one needs to go to the chickens. And then cabbage, of course, we'll put it in the salty water and it brings the bugs out. So that, because just washing it doesn't do that. Same with the cauliflower. This is kind of a puny cauliflower compared to all the beautiful heads I've gotten all year. But it also was a gift. I didn't expect there to be any more. And there was. Well, this morning Justin Rhodes had a video of a family who he had been a software engineer, or was a software engineer, is still, I'm not positive, sure, but Justin asked him how he got into homesteading, and he said, well, the sitting is the new smoking. And I just thought, wow. And I knew that Jim is not used to sitting, and he's been sitting a lot lately because he now does a lot of computer work from home. So I went in and told him that statement, and we made a decision at that point that every 2 hours he was going to get up for a half an hour and come and do something out physically outside and then go back in. And yes, that'll put him working a little bit later into the evening, but at least he'll be healthy. So the last half hour, this is what he did. He did this beautiful row here, and it was dug up with taking most of the rocks out. I say most. Several months ago, and then it's been covered up with black plastic. So he came out, and in a half an hour he used his broad fork and just aerated it, and then pulled the dirt up from the aisles, and then I tied string around it, and now I'm going to plant carrots for the fall and winter. Now, the carrots that I'm growing are carrots that I've never done before. They're called sugar snacks, and they are seeds that are in strips that are already on there. They're from Territorial Seeds, and I got them when we went down and visited at the place at Territorial Seeds. And so I'm going to read how to do them and plant them and let you see how it's done.